We regularly at this time, every couple of weeks, catch up with Vikas Sharma from the ACT Indian community just to get a feeling for what's happening in the community, and probably more than ever today, to get an understanding of heading into an election campaign of the important issues of what might be important for multicultural Australia. Vikas Sharma, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ross. How are you doing?
I'm absolutely on top of the world now. I love election campaigns. I think we learn a lot about ourselves. We learn a lot about our politicians during this time. What does it mean for you, Vikas?
Well, it means, you're electing someone to, run the country and effectively run, the economy, the culture, everything in the country that it stands for. So you have to be very careful who you pick and choose. Mm. And you need to be aware of, the person you are choosing and the background and everything. So I think it's very important for anyone in the country, anywhere in the world. If there's an election, you have to be, vigilant, you have to be educated, and you have to make the right decision.
Do you feel that enough attention is given to multicultural issues during election campaigns? Have you felt that in the past? Have you felt that the mood has changed?
Well, I think it keeps getting highlighted every now and then, and I think during the election, it becomes an important topic of concern, and there are things that are done, and I'm not saying that it's not been regularly done, but then because since Australia is a multicultural community, there are a lot of migrant population who are adding value to the fabric of the community and country itself. It becomes an important topic to discuss. So there have been things that are discussed during this time, and I think the timing is all about it, right? In politics and in everything that we do, the timing is of essence, right, for everything.
Absolutely. Have you had a chance to cast your eye over the candidates, not just here in the ACT, but Australia-wide? Are we getting a good representation of candidates from other backgrounds, or is it still very much dominated by your white middle-class male?
I would say that we can do better, obviously. Yeah. And it's not if you have to if you have to match the kind of contribution that the migrant community, not only just Indian, but all the others. I mean, I did a show some time ago, and I made this reference in that in 2016, 2017, $40 billion of tax was collected, and from the migrant community, right? And Indian-born migrants have paid around 18 billion taxes in 2016-17, and you can imagine the kind of contribution. This is just about taxes, and then the other, tourism, education, and all the other allied retail sector, which are very important to the economy, where the migrants are making a lot of contribution, not just in terms of monetary, but in terms of the diversity that comes here. Yes, so I think we need more diversity. It's
not unreasonable then to expect a bit more bang for your buck, given you're contributing so much.
Obviously, and yes, and everyone expects that. Ultimately it's about the leadership. It's about someone who cares for the entire population. I mean, a face can be anybody. It can be from any diverse background. It can be from white. It can be from Indian. It can be from any other background as well. But the thing is that if that person is taking care of the entire population, like in a family, like if you are a leader if you are head of a family, you're taking care of everyone. So I think it doesn't make a difference. But yes, more familiar faces would really help people boost more confidence in the country, and that they are being taken care of. So, yeah, I think it can really help.
Vikas Sharma, are there issues particularly pertaining to the Indian community here in the ACT that you would like? I mean, the good thing is that even though it's very hard to see the Labor Party dislodged from the lower house, there's always a good fight on for the Senate. So you do have some bargaining power in terms of getting attention. Are there issues that particularly pertain to the ACT that you would like to see addressed?
I think what I would really like to see is the concerns of the community taken on the head itself. So, for example, recently India and Australia have done the trade agreement, free trade agreement, and there have been articles, and there have been media releases talking about what's in there for Australian, Indian, and for both the countries. I mean, and there are. I mean, I'm not a big fan of social media in the sense of people just twiddling their thumbs to write their opinions about something that they don't even know about. So it's sad to see that on those forums where they're like we're talking about two countries coming in together on a common place for betterment of both the communities, people just take out issues like racism, talk about vilification, and they do all those kind of things. And these are not major. I'm not talking about the majority of the population, but some of them. So it's really disheartening to see all these things happening on such a good thing, which is good for the local farmers, the local producers who will benefit from this. People who need medical care, people who need aged care, people who need people who need service assistance. So all these people who might come here, and not just Indian community, but from any community. If you look at the essential services sector, who are the people majorly working in those sectors, So if you look at that, I think we need to look at being sensitive about all the other issues, just not, just take anything and just take people for a ride. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's going to make for some interesting campaign approaches over the next 6 weeks. Vikas Sharma, good to talk to you. Look forward to catching up again in a couple of weeks.
Thank you so much, Ross. Take care. People are happy that you're back on radio.
Thank you. I tell you, it's lovely to be back, and it is lovely to be getting some nice messages coming in this morning. A couple of dodgy ones, but mostly nice ones.
Well, it's a balance, right?
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Thank you, Vikas, so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ross. Bye.
Vikas Sharma, who is the voice of the Indian community here in the ACT.